and others. Today is Thursday, July the 30th, 2026. The time is 6:36 p.m. And I titled this one, You Can't Be a Bad Bitch and a King. And I'm gonna be real simple with this. Um, this just came off of like observation of of a few things, and having a conversation with one of my close partners. But I just did a video, and I was talking about how the internet is one of the social media experiment, or the social experiment behind that is don't kind of like aimed to break your self confidence, because we have people that will get on this app or any app and call another person ugly. And then to say like a lot of people peaked in high school. And I was saying like, what makes another person wake up to put another person down and say, yo, I'm too attractive for you. Not only I'm too attractive for you, but what made you come over and talk to me and you're ugly? And it's like, we really have adults that will get up and say stuff like that. But what took me to this, you can't be a bad bitch and a king, is because the other side of that, to talk about males, because I was talking about females that do that we're on the brink of some real stuff. See, this is what comes around to your awareness, your conscious level. That we are on, especially if we're black, especially as black men, we're on the brink of like some real stuff, and we have dudes still trying to be Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels represented bad bitch energy, and I would always say this because it was like male empowerment. And it was like dudes wanted to start doing things that the females were doing. Not saying nothing wrong with going on trips, but they wanted to go on trips. They wanted to do stuff. Their whole job is to tell a woman off. And it's like, bro, we on the brink of some real stuff, and you still, the only thing you can think about is putting a woman in her place or showing a woman how you feel. Like, you can't be, you're going to have to choose your energy. Yes, we are a balance of masculine and feminine, but some of y'all leaning too towards your feminine. And Kevin Samuels really did a disservice to black masculinity. Because what he did was, by giving them this bad bitch energy, we forgot how to be warriors. We forgot how to think. We forgot how to be masculine. We started want to have get back. We started want to have get back energy. And real kings don't operate like that. Like, you really got to find yourself consciously. You really have to find yourself consciously, and you really have to find your purpose. And this is why I say the social experiment of social media, because it diverts people's attention from some of the crazy stuff. And we cannot wake up, and we cannot say we are truly clear or awake, or as the colonizers called it, woke. We cannot say we are these things and we're so only focused on, if you are a male, that should not be in your energy to want to put a woman in her place. Now, that's not to say some of these ladies don't need like a reality check of how they're socialized to see themselves and bring an energy towards you, but we got too many bougie dudes. Like, we have too many bougie dudes. And I was just thinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this down on record, because I feel like people need to understand that. And it's like, watching this current environment, watching these folks on these social media platforms, and they're getting more comfortable. These racist white people are getting more comfortable to where they're calling you ooga boogas now online. And it's like, what are you really aware of? What are you really conscious of? But we got to get back to understanding. I do know for a fact some of these people are so out of pocket and so far gone, it ain't no redeeming them. Thoughts on somebody said opinion on LGBTQ. It shouldn't be forced. That's your prerogative. And don't try to force no pronouns on people. You don't if you are a woman, whatever letter, or a cosplaying woman, and you fit in whatever category, it's not your place to call another woman cisgender. That is a woman. Everybody have the right to be whatever they want to be, but when you start to force your views, now you're being extremist. I'm not extreme to where I feel like they should be hurt, but I'm also aware enough to block children's consciousness from that. Right? So anyway, but we gotta start thinking. As men, we gotta get back to start thinking. Like, we think too much westernized. We because that's what America has done to us. America has done this to us that we have this westernized way of processing things. And a good friend of mine sent me a video, and this was an old video of J.R. Smith. And you can tell sometimes people are so advanced in their thinking, or they have grown so much that they're not even the people that they used to be. And he was trying to tell them, like, we would rather take X amount of dollars and throw it in the club instead of helping people in our community. He said, I couldn't be a hypocrite because I used to do that type of stuff. But he said something important in there. He said, but I had that Eurocentric mindset. And you could tell that they couldn't even fathom or comprehend what he was saying. Because he has advanced, and that is the true key of not only people, but that's the true key of masculinity. It's one of the key components. It's not trying to overcompensate and be the man of the house. The man of the house is exactly what he does. But we have to pay attention to this political climate. Like I said, these racist white people are comfortable enough to start saying ooga boogas. Pretty soon enough, they're going to be comfortable enough to approach you. So it's not about, per se, being individual and being a tough guy or whatever, but it's about understanding how to protect family dynamics, understanding how to protect your household. So instead of trying to put women in their place, you have to understand, you got to start dealing with women that understand their purpose or understand themselves. Because a lot of times we just got people that's just wandering out here. We have so many lost souls. And then we have the soulless. But we have to, for those of us that still have enough sense and sight to see what's going on, you got to start thinking clearer. Like I said, some of these people are beyond repair. And we got to be okay with that. But I just wanted to say that we got to get back to, it's too many dudes. I see so many dudes trying to, like I said, trying to be the next Kevin Samuels. He didn't represent anything that you should want to emulate as a man that only if you're able to understand this political climate, or you have somewhat of an acknowledgement, because some of them, it just is what it is. But I just want to drop that energy that you can't be a king and a bad bitch. They're diametrically opposed. They don't fit. Right? And so I just want to come say that I haven't been live in a second, and I got to get back to that. But we have to understand what's going on. We got to understand this climate and what's happening once you step outside that door. Right? But that's me. I just wanted to come through and just share this for a real quick moment. If you like it, hit like, share it, subscribe. If not, you'll be all right. Peace.